Definitely a crazy day. I'm up here not putting my microphone on. My bad, everybody. But it was definitely another crazy day at the trial. Capricorn Clark has finally finished testifying, and let me tell you, honey, the defense seems to have taken an L today. They did try to trip her up by bringing out emails that she had sent to Puff. Um, we got a lot of Henny to spill, but I'm gonna give you a little brief on what's going on right now. So when we came back from lunch, Capricorn Clark was under cross-examination, and Agrafino was the one that was doing the cross-examination of her. Now, he did try to delve into some of the previous testimony that she had given, really harping on whether or not she had seen Diddy with a firearm or not, saying whether or not she had said he pointed it or if he waved it. And Capricorn did a good job at sticking to what she said. If she didn't say it, she didn't say it. No matter how much they tried to make it seem like she said it, she didn't say it, she didn't say it.
Let me ask somebody else that.
What happened?
Do you feel that Diddy is a nasty person, or did the federal government prove that he was a nasty person?
Both.
Hold on. Listen, once you go to the whole drive,
And question answer.
there's a pool right there.
Both.
You saw the back of the house.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you that question. Let me ask you the same question. Is he a nasty person, or did the federal government prove he's a nasty person?
Do you want me to talk from a content creator standpoint, or do you want me to talk from?
It's funny because
You can give me both. From your content creator standpoint, you think it's both? On both ends, content creator and
with today.
And there's another level I didn't add, but Diddy's, yeah.
Honestly,
Coming out,
I
hearing
feel
that,
like
and then pitching that.
with Capricorn,
Yeah.
she's a really good witness, in my opinion.
And I mean,
because it also comes down
and I'm gonna
to
be
also
honest,
her theatrics. Not gonna say that's a strong word. Like her
that's
emotion.
taking freaky to a whole nother atmosphere.
listen, do you hear me? But see, nobody's asking the big question.
Right.
Who taught him that?
His mama.
Oh, see, I be trying not to say that. Yes, y'all. So today was very interesting at court. Don't you think it was interesting in the courtroom? Yeah.
But see, people don't understand that. So like if you don't understand it, then you wouldn't know. So
Yeah. I'm over here. What happened?
they told me to ask no question.
Hey, y'all.
What's the difference between? Hold on, what? Okay, what's the difference between Diddy case and Rob case? R. Kelly's case.
R. Kelly is actually federally prosecuted for dealing with minors, and we haven't heard any minors in Diddy's case yet.
And well, when you got to court, it wasn't no minors there.
No, but we've heard about it.
That's just hearsay. But that's just like, see,
I mean, honestly, I don't really see too much of a difference between the two cases. Somebody had to teach them this, though. And that's the part that we're not getting to. We're quick to tear down the people that are getting caught, but we're not looking at who. Janice Combs coming out of court, y'all, with Charlucci. Oh, my God. I'm going over here. She is in the car. Y'all got a quick little glimpse of Janice Combs. This has been a very emotional day. Definitely Capricorn Clark came and gave an emotional testimony about being blacklisted, being threatened, not being able to get another job outside of Bad Boy, having to actually go back and grovel to Diddy, like begging him for forgiveness, for years begging him for forgiveness. This has been a very trying day, and I really need to process everything because Capricorn was on the stand all day long. We haven't had a witness on the stand all day since Cassie. We haven't had someone on the stand all day. Normally what would happen is somebody would come in and then they would start testifying and then they would continue their testimonies the next day. But from beginning to end, I think she did a good job holding her composure, as I was telling you guys, because Mark Aglifino was definitely trying to get her crossed up on his cross-examination by asking her questions repetitively, showing her documents, asking her, are you sure that's not what you said? Like really, really was trying to hammer it in and drill, like trying to trip her up in her story. But Capricorn stood tall. There was a moment in there where she did go in and say, that she felt like Diddy was doing what Cassie wanted him to do, which was not hire her back. But in all honesty, I feel like that really didn't have too much of a grounds or a basis to it, because she didn't go into depth with why Cassie would want her to be, not a part of Bad Boy anymore. But she did speak to being stalked, trying to move on and being stalked and being threatened even after she was gone from Bad Boy. So it's showing the pattern here. It's showing the pattern of why people felt like it was better to sit on the side of Diddy and be quiet, just hold the secrets and be quiet, rather than be the whistleblower and deal with the consequences after. Her whole life was blown up when she left from Bad Boy. She testified about how she lost her mom and she lost her dad, and she was out here grinding and doing her thing. And when she left from Bad Boy, it was years. I'm talking, I believe it was something like 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Like, she had years of not being able to find employment. And they are reporting that Cassie may be in labor with complications in New York. Whoa. Whoa. I heard that, well, I didn't hear. I saw Gene Deal again today at the courthouse. It's just a rough day today out here. You got content creators that are going at it with one another. I don't know what's going on out here. I'm just ready to get back to the house so that I could try to ground myself, like just clear my mind. I do have some great content for you guys that I recorded. I got some Q&A with Armand Wiggins that I'm going to be dropping for y'all. Yes. And of course, I got my girl Sarah in here.
Hey.
Yeah, of course. Why would I say no? Oh my God. Who else is coming out? They've got Janice. There's nobody else coming out, right?
That's about it.
I'm not interested unless they're doing a press release, which I don't see microphones. Oh, wait a minute. There are microphones. Somebody's coming to say something. They got the... Oh, I just want to go home. Show me the way to go home. Today was an emotional day. Dang. You can go in that little press box, can't you?
Yeah.
So you go get your spot, girl.
No. I'm not gonna go in there today. I just have some things that I'm getting ready for the page.
Gotcha.
I didn't even bring the microphone.
I don't know what they're
Sometimes they
doing.
set it up and then no one comes. But of course, it's good to always be prepared.
Honestly, I'm tired. Let's see. We did not get to hear from the fire department, but tomorrow we're supposed to have the LA Fire Department and the LAPD are supposed to take the stand. So I guess they're going to delve into who it was that threw the Molotov cocktail inside of Cuddy's car. This is a heavy case, Henny, very disturbing to the mind. It is. It's very disturbing to the mind, especially hearing the violence of it all. Like, Oh, I guess nobody's coming. They're taking their mic.
That's what happened. So I like towards like the end of the week or like midweek, that's the best time to like set up there because it's a waste of time most days.
Gotcha.
Trust me, I've learned my lesson.
And then today, I feel like we really did get a peek behind the veil of what it was like to work for him. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna mute you because. Yeah, so Capricorn being what, assistant? The third assistant that we heard from, but she was the highest ranking person that testified. So hearing from her today gave you a peek behind the veil of things that a lot of rumors were going around and speculations about blackballing and all that stuff. What you've got to understand is some of the stuff that we are hearing is solidifying a lot of the things that's been talked about for years. Rumors for years, and unless you actually have your feet down in Hollywood, you don't know what's really going on.
And that's the edge I got because I know what goes on in Hollywood. These people just clap. Conspiracy.
Hi, Henny. You awesome. No, you good. You awesome. I watch you all the time. I can't believe you are there. You go, girl. I always give you thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good to see you as well. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it tomorrow. I may have to go take care of some business tomorrow while I am here. But this seriously is this is just one of those types of cases where you really have to prepare yourself mentally for it. Shout out to Uniquely for the tourmaline because baby, it was needed. Okay, I wish I would have worn my head cover because it's definitely needed. Do you need me to move? I'm sorry.
Are you blogging or live streaming?
I'm facing this way. I am, but I'm facing this way. I'm not. Well, I'm.
Okay, there's no blogging, live streaming, or any members of the press unless you're in-house press
Here.
By order of the chief judge of this courthouse.
Okay, so you want me to just move over beyond the barricade?
You cannot film. You can sit down here.
Okay.
As a member of the public, but you can't film.
Film. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
No problem.
Crazy. It's crazy because I have been sitting there blogging in the morning time with no issue, but today it's an issue. It's fine. You can see people are starting to set up so that they can hold spaces and hold spots for people overnight. They're already starting to set up, so they're already out here. But today we are going to go. I'm gonna pull out my notes. I'm gonna give you guys all of the Henny that was spilled. Yes, it is true. The rumors are true. If you hear the rumors that there is another lawsuit that is going on. I don't know if I mentioned that to you guys with Farnsworth Bentley and Diddy on the case. Let me see if I can pull that up for y'all really quickly. So it was this case, and this is what I was trying to give to y'all, but I never got a chance to give it to y'all. But this is the case that is going on. So Tutt got an interview with the guy who actually filed the lawsuit with the Randy guy, and Randy is making accusations. And so today Tutt did confront Gene Deal about being at an event where this guy is alleging that there were minors that ended up being some kind of assaulted. Now, my question to that case is, why did Randy have those young ladies there? That's my question. So that is an actual case. That is not an actual troll. But, at the end of the day, it is really crazy out here. Now, this lady right here, powerful emotional testimony, she just wants her life back. She doesn't care about anything that's going on with Diddy, with Cassie. She feels like, from what I gathered from her testimony, she feels like y'all toxic relationship was not a part of my job description. That was not what I was here for. I was here to do a job, not be in the midst of all of this toxicness. I was not here to be hired help. I was here to do what it is that I came to execute. But she found herself in the midst of their toxic ship. And because of that, it caused a lot of complications. And, you know, I feel like she had a sistership with Cassie and Lauren London. Lauren London did come up. I believe I told y'all in the last video that Diddy had Lauren London, and it was Chef Jordan who was in the kitchen at that one particular point in time. And Diddy said, why don't y'all have a man? And called Cassie in and really was like showing how he had mind control over her and could tell her what to do. And she would do it. And so that's when he said to them, that's why you don't have no man. That's why you don't have a man. That's what he said. There's that. And then there also came a point where when the phone call that Capricorn made in the back of the Escalade, when they were at Kid Cudi's house, that Capricorn says that she called Lauren London to talk to her because she wanted somebody who knew the situation, who knew everybody that was there. She wanted somebody to know what was going on, where she was, if anything happened. She wanted a third party to know. She didn't call the police out of fear. And it's seeming like that's the theme that we're hearing from the interns, well, not the interns, from the assistants and the employees. They didn't do a lot of things out of fear. So it was a lot. It was definitely a lot. Uda!
I have my own bias about that. All right, ladies, have a good day. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
Uda, talk to the people real quick.
Yo, listen, man, it's going down, man. Kid Cudi acted like he wanted to smoke. He acted like he was running down on people. He about to, yo, who in my house? Where he at? You running down. In a Porsche 911. Guess what? He get to the crib, the yard if you're Jamaican. He get to the yard. Capricorn said she made a motion like this to show Diddy that it was him. Diddy was like, oh, there that nigga go. Yo, bruh, they said he bust a Yui, did donuts. Tires was screeching. They ain't say that part, but I just could allegedly feel that. You know what I mean? Allegedly feel that. Tires screeching. You ever seen Sonic with the wheels? The feet was like the wheels going. Diddy on his back chased them down. They running through the city. Through the city, he shake Diddy. Diddy see the police going to his house. Then he said, you know what, y'all? Y'all better go and find him and tell him don't talk to them police because y'all gonna be out of here if that's the case. They said, word? Yo, you gotta look at the person's eyes to see if they lying or not. Listen to me. Capricorn Clark said, Joe, they hightail it to Kid Cudi crib. Listen, you know you got an Ixnay on talking to them egg pays. You got an Ixnay talking to the egg pays. Start talking a little pig Latin when you're dealing with the police. Right? Hey, just let it go, let it match up the pig and the pig. So, boom. So look, let me tell you. Hold on, brother. Don't stop my thing. Don't stop my thing. Me and you about to get in the curb.
You got to mention Mulholland Drive. She made a left on Mulholland Drive.
That's a fact, though. She did make a left on Mulholland Drive. He is right. So we ain't got no smoke right now. I ain't got no more smoke. You know what I mean? He wearing that checkerboard suit. So you know what I mean? I'm just going to let him be. But look. So look now. Pedal to the metal. They get to the crib to like, yo, Cudi, listen. Ixnay on the egg pay in the Adelaide. Don't be talking to the cops. Then they go to Diddy crib, allegedly. They show the picture of the mansion. They show the back end of the crib. Big crib, mega mansion look crib. Rental property. She said, no, that's not the side we went in there. Cue the music. They went through the front door. She said as soon as she got to the front door,
At the upper vestibule.
Diddy started kicking her. She started going down like this, going down, trying to get away from it, backing up, trying to get away from it, backing up.
Don't you go in the street.
I'm about to go. I'm about to show you the real deal. I'm about to fall. Boom. She on the floor, Diddy kicking her, Capricorn Clark walking away. They like, Capricorn, could you see? Diddy said, you know what, you? Get the F out of here. I don't want to see you no more. He kidnapped her, brought her there. She ain't got no car, no nothing. I lived in LA. It's mad spacious. Trust me, you don't want to walk nowhere in LA. If you was walking for cheesecake, you'd have still been walking if it was LA. So boom. So look, after all of that, bro, she said she was walking away before she turned. She could still see back, look back and see Cassie was on the ground. And Diddy was kicking her allegedly. And she said, we're in her back. Like he was just kicking her all of the spots that wasn't on the ground and stuff. So There's a lot of testimony in there. They try to shake up on a few lies, saying that she was calling Diddy, trying to get back with him and stuff like that as well. You know, it seems like a story of a lot of people. They try to get back with Diddy after a while as well, even if they have these claims about him. But at one point they said she was threatened to be thrown into an East River. And
but she said she was blacklisted as well. So, you know.
And she had to go to East River, they said, got be thrown in there. And she had to do lie detector tests all day for 5 days straight, bro, under the rest.
8 hours, 5 days, 40 hours. She punched the clock.
Jewelry. For some stolen jewelry. That said she ain't stolen. Who won today?
I think the prosecution kind of had a win today.
The prosecution came out with their thing because the defense made their little 1-2 jabs at what they tried to do, but they're still saying the violence. They're still saying the things that still corroborate some of the other things that they're doing.
Right.
Oh yeah,
I'm ready.
Uda,
I'll call you later. So yeah, y'all. Y'all got the breakdown from Uda. We gonna get into all of the notes when I get home later. Maybe tomorrow I'll do something with, if I'm here tomorrow, I'll do something with Mama Flip. Queen's Flip's mom is down here. Beautiful woman, beautiful mind. I love us. Like, I love us. Like, we are out here. And for the most part, we are all doing our thing and grinding. But yeah, Capricorn was kidnapped and held at gunpoint. And they kept trying to like make a big point about her going back. But again, the blacklisting. And it's like the defense, honestly, today, the defense just kept poking and prodding, asking the same questions over and over again. The judge had to tell them to move on several times. There were lots of objections. It was, the second half was draining. Did you catch Diddler's mom? I caught a glimpse of Diddler's mom for y'all. I did also catch Capricorn Clark. I'll post that later. I didn't catch her on live. But I'm heading back to the jurors. But it was definitely a day. It was definitely a day. And it's got me really like looking at the industry and evaluating a lot of what we've heard over the years about what it's like. And it really shed light. Like I keep saying, Capricorn's testimony for me shed a lot of light on how the industry works, why people stay quiet. And the most important part was how Cassie was really the David versus Goliath of this. Her filing that lawsuit was the thing that when people saw Diddy accepted defeat with her, people were like, oh man, if she got him to fold, I can get him to fold too. So that's why all of the lawsuits came out. That's why everyone came with their lawsuits after. It all makes sense. I sound like I feel better, but I feel drained. I feel drained. If I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really get any sleep last night. So then there's that. Exactly, all smiles, a snowball effect.
Oh no, that's what I was saying. I already told you about the sleeping situation. And I'm like, girl, why you got more? Why are you checking on a guy who I have not talked to?
Right, all of Hollywood.
Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I still follow him if I can report back. Why? Did I ask you for that? She's like, yeah, like look at him. Look at who he's dating now. Like that's supposed to be.
She said at one point in time, and I'm just giving y'all little bits and pieces as I process right now. I don't have my notes out, but she had said at one point in time, she had got a job with Chris Whitey. And the day that she was supposed to sign her contract, he passed away. She got a phone call from Jimmy Iovine. And she thought, you know, he's telling her, hey, you know, come to the offices so we could talk. She's thinking it's for a job. She gets there and Jimmy Iovine is telling her Leave Puff alone because it's not going to end well for her. She's going on job interviews. Diddy and Andre Harrell are both at the following her. Everywhere she goes to get an interview, they're popping up, stopping her bag. So blackball is very much real. Ooh, y'all. Where did you park? In the mountains?
No, I'm right over here. That's why I can't hear late, girl. I'm over here.
We're in Chinatown right now. Chinatown, New York. Whew. Who do you think won today, the defense or the prosecution? I think the prosecution had a good win today. And I say that because the defense, try as they might, I just don't see. I get what they were trying to do. Because at one point in time, the defense, Aglifino, or however you say his name, he was questioning Capricorn. And, you know, when it came down to the kidnapping, he's like, oh, you went with him because you wanted to make sure he didn't do nothing stupid. And she's like, no, I didn't want to go. I went because I had no choice. So he's like, yeah, but, you know, did he seem like he was high on rugs? She was like, no, like he has a bad temper. So he was like, yeah, but you wanted to go because you didn't want him to do nothing stupid. She's like, I didn't want to go. So it was like he kept trying to get her to kind of like, yeah, change her story, but she stuck with it. And he did not trip her up. It's okay. You're welcome. Whew.
Station, right?
Yeah. So I don't feel like the defense really did too good today.
No, I don't think so either. Let me call you right back once I got my friend on. Okay.
But all right, you guys, I'm gonna hit y'all as soon as I get back and settled in Jersey. I need to catch my breath. Whew.
I'm sorry.
And decompress. So nobody had family from the hood to handle nothing. See, that's just it. Y'all got to look at this from a different perspective. It's not even like that. When you're talking about the industry, you can go get your family from the hood all you want to. But guess what? Your family from the hood is going to handle that, and you still going to be blacklisted. And these are people that set their career. This is their career. This is not like a job. This was their life. Working 20 hours a day for a person, that's your life. So that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at this way different, especially from Capricorn's testimony. Like, she gave a real insider look. But we're going to delve deeper into that once I get back to Jersey and I get good and settled, put something on my tummy because I'm starving. You got to get some of that Chinese food from Chinatown. I miss that food. Well, maybe I will, but today, I want to go home because this was a lot. This was a lot. Like, she was breaking down emotionally. She was crying hysterically at one point in time. And I say hysterically because she was inaudible. Like, we were like, what did she say? And she was emotional because she was talking about how she wanted her life back. She just wanted her life back. She didn't want no parts in what she got caught up in. And it was like, at first, if you don't pay attention, the defense would have got you, because they were showing the messages, the emails where she was like, okay, you know, the time for us to reconcile has been passed. You know, you forgave everybody, but you haven't forgiven me. When are you going to forgive me? Like, she just kept sending messages, like asking him to forgive her. And, you know, the defense is like, well, why would you do that if after he kidnapped you, this, and this? Until she finally came out and said, I was blacklisted. Now, I don't know. Did they move to strike that from the record? They moved to strike that from the record, but baby, we got it. It's in my notes. So it may not show up in the transcript, but we got the notes, okay? So we got the raw hint. Yeah. But all right, you guys, this is gonna be hard on everyone during and after the trial. It is. She's going along with the government. I guess you feel like Diddy is innocent, Shaniqua, which is cool if that's how you feel, but I'm sitting in the courtroom listening to this and watching these people, and it hit different than reading the paperwork. I've been seeing this one spot on YouTube, makes me want to visit. Get you some food and relax. I am. But all right, you guys. I'm definitely gonna tap in with y'all a little later on. Give me till this evening, about 7, 8 o'clock. We'll be back. But in the meantime and in between time, that is today's day at court. Love is always love, y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, everybody.